So we think of print as being an expanded field in the School of Arts and Humanities, which can encompass the digital and the haptic, old processes and digital processes. And it is a space where technology and craft combine. We also see it as a site of exploration for the relationship between image and text. So a lot of our students work with books, 3D printing, work with archives, work with a very expanded field of what print might be. On the current course, we've had students who come from fine art courses, but also media studies courses, illustration courses, architecture courses. We have a really strong desire for a real diversity of students. You might not need to have made print, but you've definitely got to have an interest in what the technological image is. What does it mean to make and reproduce images? What does it mean to circulate images, both materially, but also through the internet, through the web? So sometimes students work in a very materially led way. They really think through making, and they might be obsessed with a single process, or they might be obsessed with some kind of transformative metaphor that could occupy different processes. And other people come with a much more conceptual or narrative-driven approach, where they have a story to tell or an idea to realise, and they look for the appropriate medium to do that in. So you might see a student who's working with etching but then shifts to using video, who ends up with making an installation. So that kind of variety of approaches is something that we really embrace in the course and encourage students to experiment throughout their time with us. We live in Battersea, in a purpose-built building, which was actually built around the print workshops that we have on the ground floor. These cover all kinds of digital printing and scanning processes. They cover etching, lithography and screen printing, and different kinds of monoprinting and relief printing. But we encourage people to really think of the whole workshop as something that can be mixed up. So we want people who are really fluid about the way they think about print.
The description of the print course in the RCA website really matched what I wanted to do, because printmaking is not only about etching or like screen print, those kind of traditional print technologies. You can actually do everything that you wanted, like sculptures and animations and a moving image, including 3D printing. So that gives me a lot of freedom. I do really respect to the traditional kind of hand printing and then hand making process, but I do think print really as an information sharing platform, it will match with how the technology is developing nowadays.
The confidence I got from experimenting, I don't think I would have done that if I wouldn't have had the courage or the confidence to do that. And so that's really developed that for me. And it's helped me do all the things that I always dreamt I would do, but I never thought I would ever do. I had a chance this year to not only work with lithography, offset lithography and stone lithography, but I also had a chance to screen print. I've had a chance to do etchings, and then learning how to kind of almost combine those as well. And that was great.
It's been really fun to be able to do like UV printing, which is a new thing to me at least, to print onto glass and do stuff like that in combination with like photopolymer etching or screen print.
Here they really encourage you to become a contemporary artist. Now all the digital and the analog are overlapping all the time, so I think it's very interesting that we can do that with our works, just mirror what's happening using both the analog and the digital.
RCA has really stepped up my game. It has showed me a lot of new ways to go forward with my career. It's been really nice because it's been people from all over the world, to be honest, and it's good to have that because you get a lot of thoughts from and different perspective from everyone. I'm going to continue working with them, the peers I have right now. So we have decided to open up a studio later together. Let's see how that goes.
We see the kind of material and the digital as being in constant dialogue. If anything, the oversaturation of the digital in contemporary culture has given a new impetus to a lot of people to explore material things and artifacts. The idea that you might bring people together to co-make something in a physical space is also incredibly popular now, and I think that will grow. One of the things that makes the print MA at the RCA significant is that there are very few specialist print MAs in the country at all. And there are fewer specific, specialised undergraduate courses as well. And so that's the reason we're very interested in people who might have come from a different background but really see the value in what print can offer in terms of this relationship between image text, or how to think about image culture in a more complex way between the digital and the material.